Hi, I'm Nora Hamerman, and I'm offering a course at Osher this fall on French painting, Old Master French painting, which means before the French Revolution. We're going to take a period of time which starts when France becomes a nation under Louis XI, the Spider King, in the middle of the 15th century, and go down to the unfortunate Louis XVI, who was beheaded in 1792 or 1793, thereabouts. So over 4 centuries in which France produced some of the greatest artists that have ever lived. I intend to focus this class on not everybody, not a broad survey of everybody who painted in France in that period, but really take a deep dive into some of the most interesting and extraordinary figures in the history of art. Cézanne, who most of us know better because he's a great modern artist, said that his aim was to do Poussin over after nature, which is great. But who's Poussin? Poussin was the founder of the classical school of French painting, but that's not all there is. France has an extraordinary heritage of portraiture that begins as early as the 14th century and goes forward into the time of the divine right of kings. France has a great history of landscape painting. France has a great and produced one of the greatest landscape artists who ever lived, Claude Lorrain. France also has a history of what we call genre painting, that is the painting of everyday life. And I'm going to spend an entire class on Georges de la Tour, who wasn't rediscovered until the 20th century, and who managed to combine in the most poignant way religious subject matter with scenes of everyday life. And there'll be a lot more, but that's the way it's going to be structured. So we'll leave a lot of people out, but we'll really get to know some of these great French artists in depth.